I love bone broth. So I wasn't a bone broth girly for quite some time. And then our friend Cronin,
shout out,
all of a sudden was like, you should drink bone broth.
Even though Joe had been drinking it.
Been badgering me.
Joe had been drinking it for an entire year.
Months.
And has been telling everyone, like, you need to drink bone broth. There's so many health benefits.
And I was like, don't be ridiculous. I don't want to.
And then Joe's best friend Cronin calls Maddie and is like, have you been drinking bone broth?
The only reason
and Maddie was like, no. And Cronin's like, you got it for this reason.
The only reason why I trusted Cronin over Joe is because Cronin also has a Whoop. And he, what's it called? He was telling me that your HRV would go up.
Yeah.
And I don't have a great HRV. So I was like, okay, I'm in. So I did it and it worked and it worked again and it worked again.
Do you drink it every day now?
I have it in my fridge. I haven't been super good about it. I'm going to be honest.
Today's a day where I was like craving it. I'm like, I want bone broth. It's so freaking cold out.
It is so delicious. It's an acquired taste, however.
No, it tastes like chicken stock. I think it's like the same thing. It tastes like chicken bone broth tastes like chicken stock.
Well, it depends on what flavor, it depends on if you get it salted or unsalted. It's better to get unsalted because way lower sodium.
Yeah.
But speaking of Whoop, if you are looking to do a free month and get a free strap, use our referral link. It's join.whoop, WHOOP.com/built by Byron, BIRON. You get a free month and a free 4.0 strap. So if you're playing with the idea with how much we talk about it, use that and you get it for free to try it out. So try that. But
yeah, try it. Honestly, I have been wanting to get back to Whoop. However, I don't love my workout routine right now. And unfortunately for me, it is very mental. So I do have every intention of getting back to it, but not until I'm able to consistently work out again without my neck being a pain.
I just paid for it for all the months I didn't do it. Anyways, so what is bone broth exactly? If you don't know what it is or what we're talking about, bone broth is usually made by stewing the meat and bones of an animal. It's usually chicken or beef in water for a long period of time, up to 24 hours. And you can add veggies and spices, salt, anything that you want to add for flavor. So, you know, what is it? Moi pra or more pra? Moi pra? Moist pra?
I don't know what you're saying.
It's just
I have no idea what
onions, carrots, and celery. My mom's going to be so pissed. I don't know how to say that. But you strain all that stuff.
We always get home and she's like, it's this.
I know. You strain all of that out. And then you're left with just the broth. That's the point. It's not a soup. It doesn't have things in it. So during the broth making process, though, the cartilage in the bones and the connected tissues of the meat break down into a collagen protein. And so that's why if you've had bone broth before, sometimes it'll be a little bit more gelatinous. Like it looks more like a solid than a liquid once it gets cold because there's so much collagen and protein and gelatin in it from the connective tissue in the bones. So honestly, the thicker it is, the better. Obviously, when you
that's when it creeps me out.
When you
the
heat
most.
it up, though, it's obviously just a broth. But there's one college in. It's 10 grams of protein for 1 cup, and usually about only 50 to 80 calories for that. Like people always want to know, it's not. It doesn't feel like a meal. It's just a nice, warm, piping hot cup of broth. And it's so gelatinous. And that's when you know you're getting that good collagen protein.
Joe makes his own at home, and it literally looks like gelatin.
Yes. The only thing with making it at home is it is time consuming. Time consuming. It can get expensive because you have to go to a butcher, get chicken feet, or different kinds of bones. Bone marrow. Just buy it, honestly. The Trader Joe's one's really good too.
Yeah.
So what does the nutrition of it look like? What are we looking at here? So if you're looking at one that's really protein dense, for 1 cup, it'll typically be anywhere from 8 to 10 grams of protein per, and then around 80-ish calories depending on the brand, depending if you make it yourself. It has sodium depending on if you are adding salt or just having the salt, from just the veggies and the meat. There's a low percentage of fat and carbs, but there are still some. So it's a really balanced snack or
it fills you up too.
Well, right. It's great because it provides those nutrients and helps sustain you and keep you satiated for a little long. I will never say replace a meal with bone broth.
No.
This is an additive to your daily meals, day-to-day.
It also has a lot of minerals that you don't typically get in your diet. So it is minerals are actually so important to add into your diet. Minerals, collagen, protein, everything. But it has all that stuff. So it is such a great additive. I would think of it as an addition, not as a replacement.
Right.
I'm going to talk about some benefits.
Okay. Okay.
It's could be anti-aging because of all the collagen in it, which is, we all love that. Collagen tends to tighten your skin, joint health, all the good things. It's good for digestion and gut health. Gelatin is the most abundant protein in bone broth. It supports immune function, like I said, joint health, and then it also helps promote good sleep. Yeah,
the sleep aspect of it's just helpful, just like a cup of milk before bed to get like something warm in your body.
Yeah, or tea.
Yeah.
Or CBD. So, use our code BEAM, Byron15.
So it, like we already said, it helps the protein intake, but with the digestion and joint health. So the thing with bone broth is it incorporates into cartilage and muscle better than amino acids alone because of that extra collagen. So protein's amazing, but if you have protein and collagen together, then it's actually going to help. It's all may. There has not been any full studies. However, from spoken experience, and actually a lot of the doctors I was seeing when I got diagnosed with arthritis, they told me I should start incorporating collagen. And you can buy like collagen peptides from Vital Proteins and just unflavored collagen. If you really are not a fan of the taste, you can just do that instead. But you obviously don't have the protein and the natural minerals and stuff. But overall, if you're worried that, you're going through some changes in your body and you're getting aches and pains in the joints and cartilage or bones, it's really important to try to incorporate collagen and protein into your diet. And bone broth might be an amazing addition. I did have a friend once I will never do it because it's an animal protein. So if you're vegetarian or vegan, you can't have it.
Also, it is phenomenal for hydration. If you find that you're not drinking enough water during the day, that definitely will help with hydration.
Yeah. Sodium, electrolytes, all that good shit. So if you want to try it, just go to your local grocery store. Do not buy chicken broth. Do not buy beef broth. Buy something that is specifically labeled bone broth.
It will say chicken bone broth.
Yes.
Or beef bone broth.
Yes, but there's
regular chicken broth. Yeah. Yeah.
Don't buy that because that won't have the good gelatin
additives
or natural things in it.